Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we accommodate your questions and look forward to your queries and respond to them at the earliest. So, every weekend on Saturday, we connect for an hour between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to respond to your queries, listen to your questions, listen to your concerns, and I try to answer your questions as a part of this particular session. So, if in case you have got one with you, if you have any kind of questions, any kind of concerns related to ISTQB certification or testing associated terminologies, definitions, concepts, just put it in the chat box and I'm here to address your queries and respond to them. So make sure that you make most out of this opportunity when we are connecting live together and you are getting an opportunity to get your questions resolved and get the answers to your query without any cost. So just make sure that you are be a part of this particular live session and ask your questions and just let your answers be with you. So go ahead and put up your questions on the chat box and I'm here listening to you, reading your chats, and of course, responding to them. So I'm back again as a part of this. Also, to begin with, the very first update, what we have got for this weekend is that we have completed successfully after 4 months the test manager tutorial series. The test manager tutorial series took a very long time and we have created around 14 hours of tutorial series. Put together, the entire tutorial series is of 14 hours, which is 1 for 14 hours. And this is going to give you complete detailed information. And I don't think you have any other sources which are so detailed to prepare for test manager certification. If in case you are looking forward to get certified with test manager, I think this is the best tutorial which is available online today as of now to assist you with your preparation on the test manager certification. So now it's complete with all the information, all the support, all the tips and tricks, and detailed content discussion. So go ahead and make use of it to prepare for your advanced level test manager certification. Okay, so we have also completed our poll for the next upcoming certification, and based on the voting list, what we have identified is like we got around, let me just quickly go back to this and look at my dashboard to see the final statistics. Yeah, as of today, we have got around 45% votes for ISTQB performance tester. And the second level is on the mobile application tester, which is with 29% of the votes. Now, I think that there's a big comparison between the 45 and 29% of votes. So I think this is time I should pick up the next certification, which is performance test engineer. And that will be a specialist certification coming up next. So I think we will be going ahead with performance center, that is performance tester certification, but we'll be starting a little late this time as I've got some commitments meanwhile, and I'll be delivering and assisting the foundations preparators for the time being with their sample questions and other things. So that's the reason you will not be getting started with the next tutorial quite soon. But yeah, the first week of May is the target. That's around 3rd May of this year. That is the next month. We will be getting started, which is again like 20 days of short break to get started with the next tutorial. So in case definitely you are looking forward to any of the certifications, we have got all the courses piled up in our channel. Just make use of it and make most out of these tutorials to get certified. Also to add, of course, the second update is about the people who have been certified recently and they dropped the message. So a lot of people have commented back on the channel that the tutorial was really helpful for them and they have succeeded in passing the examination with help of this tool and the certification. The second thing is, of course, a lot of people have also come on the LinkedIn part and they do mention that they have passed the certification with their certificate copy and they have highlighted that they used my content to pass the examination. So I would like to congratulate all those who have let me know that they have passed the examination going through the tutorials, and a very hearty congratulations to all of you. Should you have definitely anything in future, looking forward to any of the certifications, do prefer to opt for the content on our channel, and I'm here definitely to assist you with all the information. So all the very best for all your future endeavors team, those who have certified themselves with different certifications on the channel. Looking forward to more questions today. I think we are completely in a weekend mood, and I don't see much of the questions coming by now. And there are also less crowd available today. Again, as usual, you know the protocol. I don't want to utilize a session which is of no discussion at all. So we'll be triggering the time for 5 minutes and see that if there are no questions coming in today, we will definitely shut off the live session, because this session is only to answer your question, nothing else. So of course, we would like to have your engagement, your questions to run this show. As far as we are busy answering your questions, we will continue this session. If there are no questions coming up, we would like you to enjoy your weekend. And of course, I would also get back to my work. So yes, looking forward to any of your questions if you may have regarding your ISTQB software testing, the career path in testing, or maybe related to anything testing, you can let me know. I'm here to address your queries, answer them, and support you to understand the concepts of testing. Okay, so yeah, looking forward to your questions. Also, you're welcome to share any kind of feedback, recommendations, because you are my great viewers of the channel content. So if in case you think that there are some kind of recommendation which you would like to make to the channel content, or you want me to suggest with any new concepts which I can add to my channel for your benefit and your learning purposes, you are free to share your valuable feedback about the content, which can help me to improve the content and definitely add more value to your learning. So go ahead and let me know if in case you have any quick questions, any recommendation, any suggestion, any feedback as well, because I'm open to that. I love accepting feedback, because without your information, I cannot improvise my work. As far as people are just saying me that everything is good and we are happy and we are able to pass the examination, I'm just going to continue the same. But if in case you think that doing something new can definitely add a lot of value, definitely I would love to add that in my channel. The very one common request have been coming from a long time from a lot of people, that why don't you add your course on Udemy? So right now I have around 10 courses on my Udemy channel, and you can definitely recommend these courses to your friends if they are interested. And of course, there will be some slight differences compared to what you have in ISTQB, or sorry, the YouTube and the Udemy, because Udemy is a paid one. So we would like to give them some additional information. Okay, so if in case you have any recommendations, you can go ahead and share them. All right, so very first comment coming in from Kalpana. Kalpana says, how I clear ISTQB foundation exam easily. Of course, I think there's a very generic answer to this: by preparing well. Okay, you need to provide your dedication, 100% attention to the content. Not only just going through the tutorial will help you, understanding, grasping the knowledge behind it would definitely help you to prepare well. So how to prepare well definitely starts with the content understanding, the entire syllabus explanation to yourself, and definitely understanding each and every terminology, the way it is applied in the industry, and why it is so, why it is not so, and so all things will be answered. So you have to justify yourself that did you really understand that what exactly it is? Why are we doing it? Right? So you need to get answers to these questions about what, why, how, when, about every single concept. That's how you get a better clarity and picture about your content and syllabus of the ISTQB. And this will be completely provided by my tutorials, so you can have everything there. The second thing comes that how to understand that what will be my examination. So take up the sample questions through the tutorials as well. Plus, you can also take up some standard sample question papers which are available on ISTQB official website, istqb.org. And you can go through these sample questions in order to take it as a mock assessment. Okay. The idea about sample questions, you can get it from my tutorial, but take these three sample papers which are available on official website, that is istqb.org, as a mock assessment. Keep a watch next to you, take up the examination and see that how well you are able to understand. If in case you go wrong with any questions, go back to the content, cross check and update. Okay, so main important thing is that how well you prepare for the certification will definitely help you pass the exam easily. Okay, and I wish you all the very best, Kalpana, so that if in case you have anything else, do let me know. All right, we have another question coming from Roche. Any tips for the ISTQB foundation level? I'm currently reviewing and watching all your videos. I think just now what I provided, Roshik, the same thing. Go through the content, understand the pattern, and answer what, why, when, how, and all those things. And I'm definitely sure that you will make it up in your first attempt. Okay? Because a lot of my audience have done it in first attempt without even asking me a question. So you can as well. There is no difference between any of the viewers as far as the content is same, right? But of course, the effort, when somebody passes, I don't take the 100% credit, because your effort is equally important. No matter how much time I invest in explaining you the things, how much time I invest in answering your questions, but if in case you don't put your effort there, I cannot make things happen, right? So 50% credit comes to me, 50% credit goes to you for your equal effort applied on the preparation part. Okay, so make sure that you put your equal effort there in order to understand the concepts, and ask me any questions during these live sessions or through the comment box, and let me know. I'll be definitely there to assist you. Okay, so all the best, Roshi, again, and happy learning. All right, we have another comment coming in from Milin. How to give IST exam these days? I think these days, due to pandemic, of course, you have a provision of proctor-based examination where you can take the examination sitting right at your home, and you will be invigilated by instructor through video conferencing. So you have to turn on your camera throughout the examination, and you will have to be with him for the entire duration of the exam. And your camera will be turned on, so it'll be just like face-to-face interface which will be happening there, and you will be able to take from home itself. So a lot of countries are organizing proctor-based examination to help you take examinations right at the home. Okay, plus some of the countries who do not have much effect from the pandemic, they are also conducting paper-based examinations. So it's completely dependent on the board which you are preferring to take your examination. Okay, so go ahead and take up your board details, reach out to them through the contact us details, and ask them that what provisions do they have right now. But most of the websites, most of the country boards have already updated on their website that what all offers they have right now for their viewers. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead with any of these options. We have another thing coming in from Nazia. Which books to refer for ISTQB CTFL? Okay, Nazia, there are two good books I can say. Number one is my book. I would definitely recommend my book as the first preference to you. I do have written a book on the ISTQB Foundation, which is available on Amazon, Flipkart, and the publisher web store. Plus, you do have another book which is written by the authorized, authors of ISTQB as well. They are also a part of the ISTQB board. So there are two books which are good to learn, and I hope you will definitely find great books other than that. But I think personally, if you're asking, I would only recommend you these two books. One is written by Dorothy Graham, and second is written by Neeraj Kumar Singh, which is me. So you can prefer to opt any of these books, and that should be a great information for you to learn the concepts, and that will definitely assist you in passing your examination smoothly. Okay, so you can definitely opt for any of your choice. That's up to you. And both the books are amazing, as we have seen the references from a lot of people who have come on the channel back and told us about the book experience. So it is detailed, it has all the necessary information, but just limited to the syllabus. Okay, it doesn't have anything unwanted so that it can divert you. So it will just have all the to the point information to help you prepare well. Okay, Nathia, so all the very best, and looking forward to hear from you. All right, we have another thing coming in from Rajiv. Rajiv, hi, I'm from South Africa. I know each country's local testing board sets the question. Will they use of different countries' examination assist in preparation? Will the use of different countries' examination assist in preparation? I didn't get that point clearly, Rajiv. Sorry. Okay. Apologies, referring to the ISTQB Foundation level. Uh, I'm not sure like what you meant by saying different countries examination. If you're talking about the board, I think any board is equivalent to each other. And if you're talking about the question papers, I don't think you have any provision to get question papers from other boards, because ISTQB does not, officially releases their examination paper. So you can all find is only the official sample papers. So If in case you think that I'm missing still anything from your question, please clarify it, because I think I'm stuck on the last line. You say that will the use of different countries examination. Okay, okay. I think you are fine with that. Okay, noted. Yes, was referring to the exams. Sure. Please go ahead and all the best. All right. So yeah, Kalpana says thank you. Nazia says thank you. Uh, Roshi says thank you as well. And then we have Shilpa. Shilpa coming in. Very good evening, Shilpa. Can we take ISTQB examinations from India? Of course, why not? You can take up your examinations from ITB, Indian Testing Board, and no matter you are in Sweden, you just have to have an Indian address. Okay, you just have to have a proper, valid Indian address to enroll yourself on the ITB board. Okay, and that address must be valid in what sense? Because the physical copy of your certificate will be sent to that address. And as far as you have an Indian address, you can register with ITB. Otherwise, you cannot do that. Okay, so I hope you do have a home here back home. You might be in Sweden, but you have some friends, some relatives here back home in India. So you can make use of that address and you can register very well and make the payment and you can appear for the examination. Okay, Shilpa? All right, so I think I'm all caught up. I've responded to all the quick queries what we have got on the chat right now. Looking forward to more questions. If in case you have one, good. We are looking forward to a good crowd today as well. And as far as I'm engaged, I'm answering your questions. I'm very happy, but I just don't want to be idle on a live session without responding to your quick queries. Okay, so just feel free, drop me if you have any question, and I'm here to answer that. Okay, Rajiv also says in terms of preparation on foundation level, there are 6 long chapters. The long word, okay? I really find it funny. What would be your best advice in preparing day by day as I write my exam by 22/4/2021? 22/4, that's like 22nd of April, and today is 10th of April, so you have got around 12 days of time. I think you can dedicate 10 days of your time to go through the content. Okay, 10 days of your time completely dedicated to content. Even if you're done before that, like 8 days, you're done going through the content. Take up the syllabus, take up the tutorials, revise it. Okay, 10 days completely dedicated to the syllabus preparation. And the next 2 days, I think 22 you're writing the exam. So let me reduce it. Say 9 days for your preparation and 2 days for your sample questions. Okay, 2 days for your sample questions, because sample questions you will go wrong and you need to relook into your syllabus as well. So even if you allocate 2 hours a day, I don't think you should find it difficult. And the reason I quoted the long hours or long chapters, because not all the chapters are long. There are chapter 3, which are quite simple, straightforward. Chapter 6 is brief again. You have only 2 questions coming from there, but that's not optional. Okay, I just mentioned 2 questions does not mean that you can skip it. Okay, put your effort there as well, because you never know when you have 24 out of 40, and these 2 questions can play a vital role, right? So don't opt it out. It's just a small chapter and have 2 questions in the examination, but it is still important. And when it comes to chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 4, chapter 5, it just includes a lot of terminologies. Yes, I agree to that. These are long chapters. But of course, we'll have equal contribution as well. As you see, chapter 5 is going to have 9 questions out of 40. Chapter 1 is going to have 8 questions out of 40. Chapter 4 will have 11 questions out of 40. So you just have to put your patience in those chapters. I do agree that they are long. That's where you need to put more effort. Okay, so how to handle these long chapters? Instead of putting more effort on chapter 6, why don't you put the more effort on the chapter 5? Because each and every terminology is important. So where you spend 1 hour for other chapters, in these 4 chapters, you have to spend 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and make sure that you're confident with everything, right? And the tutorials are also created in the same manner, that if I need to highlight something to you in a particular chapter with a particular terminology, I have already included them in my tutorials. So make sure that you put your effort accordingly based on the weightage as well as the concepts, because the weightage is increasing because of the more concepts. They want to check everything, that have you learned it or not. So of course, the long chapters will take more time, but you can definitely put your effort as you have got great number of days. 9 is really great number to prepare well for this. Okay. But I know you have been working with testing for some time and you already know a lot of concepts. You just have to align yourself. You don't have to start anything from scratch. Okay, so 9 days cannot be like injustice to you. I'm just saying that you don't have to start anything from scratch. You just have to align yourself to the syllabus. You may find certain things conflicting with your company standards where you may be working right now, right? So in that sense, you just have to align yourself to the syllabus. Okay, don't conflict anything from your organization to the official syllabus. Okay, Raju. Okay, Rajiv says, superb. Thank you. Very clear and detailed. I guess mastering the understanding of wording is key in the preparation. Of course, it is. Because they don't ask you definitions. Sometimes they do, but not always. But they make use of the terms. For example, test policy, test master test plan, or they say test procedure, test cases, test design, test analysis. So these terms are very important. As far as you know the meaning behind it, you will understand the question. You don't understand the meaning behind it, you may opt for the wrong answer, which you think is right. So just make sure that you are convenient with all your queries on the terminologies, and you make sure that you have a good vocabulary of the technical terms, and definitely that will help you in terms of getting your all the queries resolved, and that will completely assist you to meet your expectations to pass the examination smoothly. That I can 100% promise you. Plus, just for people like you who find terminologies a little complicated, I have brought another channel of mine, which is called as Technical Vocabulary. And I just dropped a link on the chat right now. So, Rajiv, if you're interested to explore more about the terminologies, you can actually have a look on this channel. And this is completely about definitions, short and simple videos, which will help you to easily grasp learning about different terminologies which are already covered in your ISTQB foundation. Okay, and all the very best. If you have anything else, just feel free to drop that. Okay, coming in from Madhukar Pai. Hi Neeraj, I'm happy to inform you that I have cleared ISTQB Foundation level examination, which was held on 30th March in my first attempt. I'm once again thanking you for your valuable suggestion and course materials, which helped me to clear the exam. Madhukar, I do remember you did mention this on the LinkedIn, so congratulations once again to you. And thank you so much for taking some time out and participating in this live session to let us know all. Like all of us are really happy to see that result and really great that you have put your equal effort in order to make this successful. So I was just talking to one of our viewer, Kalpana, that the 100% credit does not come to me because 50% is your effort as well. If you don't put effort, my tutorials alone, my efforts alone cannot make it happen. So thank you so much for putting your effort there and making my content successful. So all the very best, Madhukar. Do let us know if you need any further help, any further assistance in your future endeavors. Okay. All the very best. Take care. Can you please suggest me for which certification I can prepare for? The next certification, you can definitely target a few of the options which you have. Number one is Agile, which is trending, and that would be really helpful. So first option is to go with the Agile certification. The second option is any of the specialized certification. If you're working in a domain, if you see ISTQB has got some of the specialized certification, for example, security tester, automotive tester, performance tester, mobile application tester. So if you fall under any of these things and you are working as a part of it, then look forward to that specialization certification, because for that also the prerequisite is foundation, which you are done with. So that's the second option. And the third option is test analyst, okay, or technical test analyst, depending on again what type of testing you are involved in. If you are a functional tester, look forward to test analyst, and if you are a non-functional tester, look forward to technical test analyst. Okay, so that's the third option, which is role specific certification like test analyst or technical test analyst. So you have a choice right now with my explanation that you can go for Agile. If you're working in any specialized industry, you do have some specialized certification, check them out. If it relates to you, pick up that and use that option as well. Or third option is to go with the test analyst or technical test analyst to take up your next examination. If you still have any confusion, any quick questions, please drop that in the chat box. Rajiv says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, that's the 3 times thank you. You're welcome, 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 and strongly welcome, Rajiv. You're always welcome to ask me any quick questions if you may have, and I'm here to assist you. Don't forget, every Saturday we connect here to answer your questions. So you're always welcome if in case you need anything in order to assist you for your preparation. We have another user coming in, Hemant. Hemant, very good evening. So good to see you live. Just finished the chapter 3 in ISTQB Foundation. Need to know automation certification. Thanks. Um, okay, I think that was quite tricky for me to understand. First of all, it's my pleasure that you are happy to see me live on session. And second thing, you said that you just finished your chapter 3 in the ISTQB Foundation. Need to know automation certification. Okay, sure. I think I got it now. Well, number one is, of course, go ahead with your completion on the ISTQB certification of foundation first. Dedicate your time to that, concentrate on it, get certified. Then you do have a second certification after foundation only. That means foundation becomes a prerequisite for that exam. And we have an examination called as Test Automation Engineer, okay, which is a specialized certification for automation testers. And there you get to know a lot of things about setting up automation in an organization, like from the scratch, like what is automation, what's the need of automation, how do you lay out a plan for automation, what exactly are the ingredients or infrastructure, configuration, parameters required to set up an automation solution, how do you select a tool, how do you roll out a tool, how do you create the architecture of a tool, and what are the different components which will be associated with that, and how do you maintain it, right? So it covers everything about being an automation test engineer for an organization, and that adds a lot of value from the point of creating amazing outcomes of being a test automation test engineer. So that's actually the second certification, and that can only be opted after foundation clarity. That means you pass your foundation, then only you can go for that. But yes, we do have a certification on automation, and you can definitely look forward to that. Okay. So yes, Amit, if you think I have missed anything, please feel free to highlight that in the chat box again, and I'm here to address it. Madhuko says, thank you, Neeraj. You're welcome, Madhuko. Always let me know if you need any further help for your any future preparations. I'm always here to assist you. All right, again, all caught up. So if you have any quick questions coming up back again, do let me know. I'm here still for another 30 or so minutes, and looking forward to more and more questions as much as possible. We should run out of time, not run out of questions. Okay, so make sure that you try to extract as much as possible when we are connecting here for some time. And this time is completely dedicated to you. No calls, no interfaces, no other communication except you answering your questions. So make sure that you make out of this opportunity a lot and try to grab as much as possible from this session. Okay, yes. So I think I'm all answered with the questions right now. Looking forward to more questions, please. So if you have anything to ask, just feel free to drop them. And none of the question for me is a stupid question or silly question. It's just a question for me. Even if you ask me what is ISTQB, and people have done that in my previous sessions. So even if you don't know about ISTQB, what exactly this channel is about, because a lot of people are new to it, but they just love the content because they might be from testing, but they don't know about ISTQB. So you can just ask me anything which is there in your mind, and I'm here to assist you. And don't forget to like this, because this video is especially a live session, and this goes to many other people across the world after the live session gets over. So if you are happy with the service, do not forget to drop a like on this video. Okay, Nazia again says, okay, is this a different Nazia? I think so. Yeah, no, same. So yes, Nazia, you do say that where can I get weightage of chapters of ISTQB CTFL? You can find the weightage of ISTQB CTFL on the official website itself, that is istqb.org. If you go to the exam rules and structure document, okay, there's a document in CTFL folder called as exam rules and structure. There you find all the details, that breakup of each chapter, that this chapter will have 8 questions. Anyways, I can give you right away, and I can definitely highlight that chapter 1 will have 8 questions, chapter 2 will have 5 questions, Chapter 3 will have 5 questions. Chapter 4 will have 11 questions. Chapter 5 will have 9 questions. And chapter 6 will have 2 questions. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But still, yeah, I have told you the path. You should go to istqb.org, go to the download section, reach out to the ISTQB Foundation section, and then pick up the PDF which says exam rule and structure. There you can find the same breakup, which will be easy for you to refer or help anyone else. Okay, Nazia? Yeah, so if you have anything else, do let me know. Looking forward to more questions, team. Just drop them. I'm a chat away. Nazia says, thank you so much. You're welcome. Always, Nazia. I'm here to assist you. Yes, team. Again, a quick highlight of what I just mentioned in the beginning of our session, that we will be getting started with next certification as we completed our test manager tutorial series yesterday. Not yesterday, I think the last week. Yeah, it's Friday or Thursday was the last session on that. And we have completed with all the tutorials of test manager. That is complete now. And based on the polls on the community page of our channel, we got 45% votes to performance tester certification compared to mobile application tester. Mobile application tester got only 29% of votes. So we'll be picking up the next certification for our channel, that is performance tester. So if anyone is still interested, you can let me know if you are looking forward to that. You can go to my community page of this channel and you can vote for your favorite certification, because the window closes tomorrow to look forward to the final votes. Okay. Hemant again says, thank you so much. I have another one. How important role does my education stream plays? I wish to continue as quality assurance, but concerned that I am a BCom and not from a technical stream like BS, CIT or something like that. Okay. BTech or MTech. Yeah. No, that's not at all a problem. Testing is a people loving domain because it really does not require any individual to be technically strong to get started. And as you have already started your career, you don't really have to look back that what was your graduation, what was your stream which you used to learn long back, or maybe a few years back, whatever. Once you have an opportunity in your hand, your experience counts. Okay. Even if you have 6 months of experience, you are now a tester, and you can definitely continue with this journey with all your questions or all your experience what you may have. The number second thing here is that when it comes to automation, you will be involved with a little bit of scripting, or I can say a little bit more of scripting. But I don't think that is complicated for any individual as far as you are eager to learn something new. Okay, it's not about programming. People hate programming, I do understand. But when it comes to your own portfolio, where you don't have to do programming, you have to do scripting, which will be very simple and easy. Plus, there are tools available which does not really involve a tester to write the scripting. You can even prepare with help of some navigations, like dropping down commands and dropping down methods to prepare your script. And I believe me, trust me at this point, that the automation tools and the scripting languages are not dependent on your background. Anybody can learn this at any time. Okay, so don't you worry at all. It is just simple. If you adopt or like move to automation later in your life cycle, then it's completely fine and it's simple. There are easy tutorials available on many channels on YouTube. There are amazing Udemy courses. You can take one of them from the best authors. And if in case you have some time, you can wait for me. I'll be creating those tutorials on my own channel itself. Okay, I do have another channel if you have heard of it called as Testing in Nutshell. So I talk about tools on this particular channel. So other than ISTQB, I put everything on this channel called as Testing in Nutshell, and you are free to review that. I have got a lot of tool-based tutorials there, and I'll be including all the automation tutorials there itself. Okay, so you can look forward to that, and I will definitely help you. So don't worry about your background. Right now, as you've started with testing, continue with that, and nobody can stop you. Organization really don't look forward to the background what you may have, as far as it is like a big organization like Google, Microsoft. They are very keen about those things. But It's not that, you can get a better package in a smaller organization compared to Google. Better package, I can promise you. I don't work with a big organization, but I make more than that. Correct? So you can just believe me on this. So don't worry about that. I do come from a mechanical background. I think that's the biggest trust I can give you right now, because I come back from a mechanical background where it's not even about like calculations, it's completely core branch where we love machines, right? We work with lathe, we work with CNC milling, drilling, all those kind of things, thermodynamics. Where is IT? Nowhere. But right now you see me as a part of IT for a long, like 10 plus years of experience. And I play a role of test consultant with all the automation knowledge. So when I can make it, what's wrong with you? Nothing. It's just that you have to decide one fine day that I can do it. And that's all. You're done. The moment you say that, yes, I can, your first step is done, that you have removed your fear of scripting, and you can make it happen, boss. Believe me, when I can do, anybody can do. I'm from a mechanical background again. Okay, so all the very best, and I'm here to assist you at any point of time. All right, Hemant, just be motivated, and I believe you can do that. Okay, I have the trust in you. All right, the next question coming in from Agiad. Agiad, I'm sorry if that's not exactly your name, but what is the difference between advanced level technical test analyst and advanced level test automation engineer and advanced level agile technical tester, and which one is on demand in the industry? All of them are on demand, first of all, because they all are different from each other. Let me start from the beginning. If you talk about technical test analyst, it is for a person who is leading the non-functional testing of the organization. For example, I'm a technical test analyst. I'll be the leader of all non-functional testing, be it about usability, compatibility, interoperability, talk about localization, internationalization, whatever, suitability, portability, all those things comes into non-functional. If my portfolio is into non-functional testing and I'm looking forward to become a leader, or probably lead of the organization from non-functional side, I take up technical test analyst. When it comes to test automation engineer, it is for anyone who is into automation testing. If you just want to be certified about that as a part of generic automation, because we do have tool-based certifications separately. For example, we have for Selenium, we have for UFT, we have for all other testing tools which are there in the market. But this is something about the concepts of automation, theoretical, no practical examination, okay? They won't ask you scripts, they won't ask you codes, they won't ask you steps to automate. They'll ask you general architecture of automation, at what it takes to automate a particular test. And the third one is Agile Technical Tester, which is a senior resource in an Agile team. And he probably or she probably look forwards to the entire team as a kind of like Scrum coach or an Agile coach. Okay, so if you want to be an Agile coach as a part of your profession, you can look forward to Agile Technical Tester. But of course, you do have competing certifications from other organizations as well. Like we have Agile Coach certification from other bodies. So you can also opt for that, which is equivalent to that. Okay, so now I hope you got a very clear understanding, and all of them are having their own worth. Okay, it's not that this is a choice between the three. All three are different. I've told you the difference right now, and I hope you have got the same. Madhuka says, can I get your community channel link where I can vote? Yes, sure, why not? I can definitely do that. Basically, you have to go to my channel. I don't think there is actually a kind of like a separate link to reach out to my community page. You just have to go to my channel, and on my channel page, you will find different tabs like home, videos, playlist, community. Okay, and there you can find my latest post about the same. Anyways, I'm just dropping as you requested. This is the link directly to my community. Okay, just click on that. It will take you to my community page, and you can look for the last post on the top, which is about the vote for the next examination. Okay, yeah, there is another one coming in as Geekus Maxima. Very good evening, welcome. Hello there, I just wanted to tell you that I watched your videos about ISTQB Foundation, and today I passed the exam. Thank you ever so much. you are always welcome. Geekus Maxima. Congratulations on the success. That's really a great news for all of us online here right now and thousands other who will be watching this later. We all wish you a very hearty congratulations on behalf of the channel, and we really appreciate your effort for this particular certification, that you put your great effort and time in order to make this successful. And I wish you a very all the best for all your future endeavors. If in case you're planning to take up any other certification, do let us know. I'm here to assist you. And there are a great team of people here as well. Like on my channel, a lot of experts who have already got certified with different certifications, they can definitely answer you back as well with their experience. So reach out to us if you need any further help in future as well. All the very best, Geekus Maximum. Okay. All right. Hemant says thank you again. You're welcome again. Always welcome, Hemant. Just keep letting me know if you have any concerns. Again, Agyad also says thank you very much. Most welcome, Agyad. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box. Team, do not forget to give a thumbs up to this particular video. Only for this live session, I request people to like the video if they are happy with the service only, not a mandatory like button. But of course, if you are happy with the service and I'm doing a really good job for all of you, then you can definitely hit a like button. That is only to promote my live instance here, because I don't think so far anyone else is live on YouTube to share or answer your questions. So I think this initiative should reach out to many people in the world so that someone who is in need of a resolution can reach out to this video. That's it. I'd never ask you for my tutorials to like, share, or subscribe. I just request you for this live session because when I'm taking an initiative, I should reach out to maximum people to help them. Okay. So yes, team, go ahead. We are another 20 minutes away from our session closure. So if you have got something in your mind, do not just keep it. Drop it in the chat box, and I'm here to assist you, respond to you, help you understand the concepts much better, and completely to assist you with your preparation. And it can be about anything, just not limited to ISTQB Foundation. You can talk about ISTQB Advanced. You can talk about testing altogether. You can talk about your career guidance. You can talk about automation careers. Anything which is related to testing can be discussed here as a part of this live session. And I welcome any sort of question and any suggestions, feedback, recommendations to the channel. Okay. So yes, looking forward to more questions. Being idle is not good, so keep me busy with asking your questions. All right, we have Zaid Khan again. Very good evening, Zaid. Welcome back to the show. Sir, tell us about shift left and shift right terms. I'm not sure if I've heard of these before, but let me just check on this, because maybe I would have, or maybe we use something else for this. Shift left and right, what exactly does this stand for? Okay, so that comes from, I think, related to Agile and shift left, start testing earlier, post deployment testing. Okay, I think that's a very simple thing. We generally, not all the organization make use of these terminologies. I'm just dropping you a quick link here just to go through the detailed information. Number one, when you talk about shift left, okay, it's not exactly shift or shift. I think what did I see is correct or not. Let me just check on that. Where exactly? Does this disappear somewhere? Okay, what exactly I just saw there was like shift left and shift right, which basically stands for the preponing your activities in the process life cycle. So suppose that you were supposed to start your activities during design phases, and if you prepone your activities to the requirement phase, for example, static analysis. Okay, so static testing of requirement you were supposed to do during design. That means once the requirements are finalized, but now you plan to prepone it and start reviewing them during the requirement phase itself. You call it as shift left. Okay, or shift left, which basically stands the same thing, that you are preponing it. Ship right in Agile basically stands for post-deployment testing. That means generally we finish our testing and then we deploy the things, and after that we generally do the regressions, but not always. We try to test a lot of things or some of the basic criteria in the production environment as well to check that if everything is still stable and they are working as expected. Not all of them, but of course you can pick some random test cases to be executed to make sure that they are executed. So generally we stop testing before production, but once it goes to the production, there can be any particular test which you can actually run there to check that they are still working fine. So you call it as ship right. That means you still continue even after you have signed off with your testing activities on that particular module. So ship left, ship right are basically about preponing and adding more value even after delivery. Okay. So more, I've just dropped you the link. You can actually look into the details of that. Okay, we have another question coming in from Apurva. Very good evening, Apurva. Welcome to our live show. Hi, I'm from non-IT background and watched your videos and also passed with flying colors. Congratulations, first of all, Apurva, for that. And your tutorials are the best and made it very easy to understand the basic IT terms and concepts. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that valuable feedback to all of us, because this is just not for me. This is for hundreds and thousands others who look forward to this channel as a great source of information. And these feedbacks gives them information that yes, these tutorials are reliable and they can be referred for their preparation. So thank you so much for sharing your feedback. It means a lot, keeps me in fact fueled up to do the good work always. So thank you so much for sharing your feedback and congratulations on the success. He also says, and now I'm planning to give advanced testing and agile testing. Hope I do the same in this too. Obviously, I can have a trust on you that you can definitely do really better. And should you have anything else which needs my assistance or any kind of information, you definitely let me know. I'm here to assist you. Okay, so all the very best, Apurva, for all your future endeavors, all the future certifications, what you're planning to. Do let me know if you get stuck with anything or you think that you need a better understanding on that. I'm here available to assist you. I always give importance to all my audience for any of their quick queries. Okay. Yes, team, we are just another 13 minutes away from our session closure. So if you have got one with you, just drop that on the chat box. Do not carry back with you. Keeping your queries in your mind can definitely lead to great kind of distractions and non-learnability. So make sure that you get your doubts clarified when I'm here with you answering your questions, and make most out of this opportunity. Okay, so yes, looking forward to any more questions. If you may have one, do drop that on the chat box. And just waiting for your question. I'm all caught up with all the chat questions right now, and looking forward to some more. Go ahead, just drop me a question. It can be a question about ISTQB, can be about any of the testing details, testing field, career path, anything. Plus, it can be a recommendation, suggestion, or inputs to improve the channel content or the channel itself so that I can add more value to all our viewers. Okay, we got a new question coming in from Zayed. Says, sir, what is API mocking and when it is used? I don't, if you remember from foundation, we learned about something called as stub and drivers, which are referred to as test harness. What is stub and driver? These are dummy modules used in place of the real ones for the time being to continue the flow, and they will just take you or do the basic functionality what that page is actually supposed to do, but will not have all the detailed functionality of that particular page. For example, I have sequence of modules to complete a transaction: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for some reason, the module number 3 is still under development. So how do I do this integration test? So the developers give me a stub, that is replacing the module number 3 with a dummy module, which has the basic functionality to capture the events and take you to the module number 4. So that's the same thing which happens in our API testing. As far as the APIs are busy in preparation, we do mocking of the API, which is a mock API, and it will just return you the same responses what you will get from the real one. But the real one is still busy to be developed or is still not available. So you make use of mock APIs. Now, I think that statement completely answers what exactly is mocking API or mock API and when it is used. So when you don't have the real one available, you, for the time being, to just test it, you make use of a mock API. So the question may come up again saying that why we don't have it. I think the developers are behind the schedule or something. No. What about the third-party APIs? When I'm working on certain product and I rely on third-party APIs, and they say that we are upgrading our systems, we are trying to improvise our APIs, so expect a delay. So till then, what do? So you get a mock API of that. You know what exactly that API will be, what kind of functions will be added to that, and you create a mock API in between and make use of that to partially test it or fully test it. And when the real one comes, you just rerun those test cases once again. So that's mock API, which is replacement of your stub or driver as a dummy one. Okay. So that if that goes fine with you, just let me know. Right, another quick question coming in from Tawfiq Ahmed. Tawfiq, very good evening. Welcome aboard. Hello, sir. I'm going to write the foundation exam on coming Monday. Please compare the level of questions in the exam to your sample questions video. First of all, the questions which are there in my video tutorials of sample questions are completely taken from official website. They are not on an independent source. So they are taken from the sample questions of the official website of ISTQB. So it is completely genuine and as per the official pattern. So if you have been through the tutorials which cover some of the sample questions from each chapter, you are actually following the official pattern, because I believe on following the standards, and I believe on making sure that people get materials or content which is officially authorized by the board itself. Okay, so I have not taken any question outside the official sample paper. Okay, just to make sure that we abide by to the standards of the examination and we don't play anything around. Whereas all other portals might have incomplete question, wrong answers, so that's not recommended. Okay, so if you are referring to these questions on my tutorials, they are absolutely as per the standard, and that will give you complete idea that what will be the typical way of asking you the questions during the examination. Okay, so all the very best, Tawfiq, and if you still have any more questions, just quickly drop them. We are just 8 to 6 7 minutes away from the closure of the session. Zaid says, so develop mocking for tester, or QA have to develop it and test the mock? Generally, it's developers, Zaid, who create the mock APIs, and they can be definitely used by the testers to do that. Because if we develop it and we test it, that reduces the independent testing approach. Plus, if we are capable enough to create APIs, or if we start creating APIs, then a lot of industrial issues between the development and testing team can be reduced, right? So generally, we don't have that responsibility. Even if you know about writing APIs, you don't write them. You to create independent testing, you ask your developers to do that job of creating it, and you test it so that you can find mistakes or you can find defects in that. Okay, so generally the developers should have the responsibilities of creating them. All right, we are again having another user coming in like Shashank Gowde. Shashank, very good evening and welcome aboard. Hello, sir. Is there any difference in difficulty level of exams between certificate bodies like CASQ, ISQI, and ITB? With which certificate body I should go? I think there are no differences. It's just that they are different country specific board and they have the same syllabus and the same distribution of questions. So doesn't make any difference. It's just that if you are working or looking forward to work in another country, you prefer to take the exam from there because they will preferably look for someone who is certified by their body. That's it. So if you're working in India and continuing to work in India, look forward to ITB. If you're looking in British Council or like UK or any other place, you go for that particular country board. So there is no difference. It's just that it's the same syllabus, it's the same pattern of the examination, and of course, nothing can be out of the syllabus. So the syllabus remains same, then the examination remains the same, and there's no difficulty level difference because that could be challenging. If they, for example, Pakistan testing board creates a very complicated paper, and Indian testing board creates very simple paper, then all the Pakistanis will come to India to write the examination because I don't have any harm. You can write from any board, right? So look at the business strategy there, correct? I cannot make it because if I make it, people will prefer to go from other bodies. Then they will lose business, right? So nobody does that. Okay. So sometimes we just have to think logically to get some of the justifications to the answers. Okay. So yeah, Shashank, you can go with any of the. Okay. As far as you're going to looking forward to work in other bodies, other countries, look forward to that country board to get certified. All right, we have another quick question from Lavanya. Lavanya, very good evening. Welcome aboard. Hello, sir. I'm happy to inform you that I have passed the CTFL exam by watching your videos and without any prior knowledge on testing field. Amazing, Lavanya. Congratulations. And yet another message coming in from live session from one of our viewer again that they have gone through the tutorials and passed this. So Lavanya, I would like to heartily congratulate you on this success. And more importantly, that you say that you didn't have any testing knowledge before. So these are for all my viewers, all my channel viewers that look at this. When somebody is able to learn everything from just from the tutorials, that means the tutorial covers everything, and it also helps you to pass the examination. So you are welcome anytime. So don't find it challenging, because why I'm saying this statement is not somebody has offended to my content. It's just that people have mentioned, will this tutorial be enough for preparing if you are new to testing? Yes, it is. This will be enough because it starts from scratch, right from the definition of testing to the terminologies and the process and everything. So tutorial consists of all the information what you may need in order to learn and get certified. So thank you so much, Lavanya, for being a part of our session and letting us know about your result. And all the very best for all your future endeavors. Look forward to your bright future here. Okay. Okay, Apu also has a quick question again. Yes, I can assure that as I gave exam in London and got job there only due to my certification. So Apu, thank you for your input there. To Shashank. Shashank, this was for you if you are still here. Apoop has added more value there because this was mainly for the country specific board is for that reason. That's it. So different countries have different boards and they are all equal. It's just that if you're working somewhere else in some other country than India, you would prefer to take it from their body, like their local body. Okay, it just adds a little value because they will obviously prefer people from their own country, right? That's only the difference. All right, team, we are just 2 minutes away from our live session closure. If you have still quick questions to be asked, drop them below. Don't just ignore it because I'll be available only next weekend then to answer your questions. But yes, meanwhile, I'll be available on the chat window, like the comment box. So if you've got anything, you can always drop me a comment on any of the videos and I'll be just a response away to you. But as I'm live here, make most out of this opportunity. Drop your question if you've got one, and I'm here to respond to that and love to answer before I leave for the day. Okay, a few more seconds to go from the session. Last minute entries will be accepted. If you've got a question, I would definitely answer that and then leave. But yeah, if in case you're looking forward to any of the doubts, any of the clarification, just drop them here and I'm still here to assist you. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, which is going to help all our viewers to reach out to the live session. and they can be a part of this in the upcoming days as well. All right, that's how we hit the clock. We are done with an hour session of our live session. Thank you so much, team, for being a part of this live session. Without your contribution, this cannot be called as successful, because until unless you join and ask your questions, this live session is incomplete. Also, I would like to wish all our viewers from India and abroad, the next week, like 13th and 14th of April, has a lot of celebrations across nationwide. So wishing you all happy Vaisakhi, happy Pongal, or whatever festivals you have in your own countries, states, and your religious part. I wish you all with that happy occasion coming up next week. So all the best wishes for that. And team, once again, thank you for being a part of this live session. It was really great to have you all. And thank you so much for contributing by asking your question. And thank you all. Yes, Zayed, thanks for reminding in that Ramzan is also getting started in that auspicious day. So wishing you for that as well. And a holy Ramzan month. And definitely, you have great beginnings at any point of time. You just have to say yes to it and get started. There is no good time to start anything. Whenever you think that you are just ready to get started, that's a holy and auspicious day for you to pick up a new thing and get started. So there are no good days, there are no bad days. It's just the day when you decide to take a new accomplishment in your life, you can get started. So with that motivation and inspiration, I'll leave you all for the next weekend. That thank you so much for being a part of this and contributing here. So as usual, at the end, we just close this by saying thank you so much for being a part of this live session, team. That's all from this particular session. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. See you all and have a lovely, auspicious celebration week ahead. See you next weekend. Take care. Bye bye.